Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video we are going to be taking a look at a few different ant colonies of mine, starting with this one. So this here is a random Phaedole that I originally thought was actually Obtuso spinosa until I saw the workers were yellow. Now it turns out this is more than likely Phaedole AZ09. Now this species is a species that is undescribed, hence how they don't really have an actual name. And they actually haven't really been recorded much on YouTube, meaning this is some of the first footage, as far as that I know, of the species actually on YouTube. So this species is one of the more larger Phaedole species. As you may be able to tell, their workers are decently large for being nenetics, and there is actually quite a bit of them. They are founding pretty well, they have founded, but their, second generation seems to be coming in pretty cleanly. These guys, compared to Phaedole Obtuso spinosa, don't really grab at the cotton very much, which I really respect because that's incredibly annoying. They seem to be very patient with food, and they seem to be doing, honestly, way better than that of Obtuso spinosa when it comes to, getting their second generation. From what I can find online, there isn't really that many photos of their majors, if any at all. I was unable to find any photos of their majors or their workers or anything in the wild. However, I hope to get this colony to get their massive majors, if they do have massive majors, that is. I think they do because of how big they are and, just in general. But only time will tell with this colony. I'm really excited to raise them up. This is going to be a colony that I'm going to hard focus to get to a large size so I can actually record their entire process. Anywho, we're going to move on to another species, that being Phaedole rhea. My Phaedole rhea have finally founded, or at least some of them have. Now I'm going to be keeping a few colonies of these guys just to relive the entire experience of growing out a colony of them and, watching them grow. These are some of my favorite ants of all time. I absolutely love Phaedole rhea, and I'm really excited to end up getting this colony going. Now, of course, you guys may know, I already have a decently sized colony. I actually just posted a short on them and an update video on them, so I'd go check that out. They're my favorite ant colony of all time. And I'm hoping to get these guys pretty big as well. So I'll have a few different large colonies of Phaedole rhea. What will I do with them? I don't know, but I know I just want to have multiple. But yeah, this is my first time ever founding the species or even collecting queens of them while I was in Arizona. So I'm really excited to have them in my collection, queens that I personally caught again. So yeah, I'm excited to get this colony growing. I'm happy to get the other 3 colonies that I have growing as well. And it's going to be a really fun time watching them and growing them out again. It's just going to be amazing. Next up is going to be a Chromatogaster colony. Now this Chromatogaster colony has just gotten its first workers. There you can see I just fed them a little bit of mealworm. Actually a whole mealworm, not a little bit, but either way, you get the point. I do have quite a few queens of different species of Chromatogaster that I hope to raise up here soon. And this one is one of the first ones to get workers. The other ones are very close to getting workers. I have no idea what species it is, but it is one of the smaller ones out of all the ones that I have. One cool thing about all Chromatogaster is that their colonies get pretty big, so this colony is probably going to get within the 10,000 range as I consider to keep them. Now, their growth is going to be incredibly fast, as what most Chromatogaster are, especially those that are from Arizona. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to end up raising this colony. These guys are going to be really fun to keep, and hopefully, if they don't end up dying, I'll be able to have a big old colony of them and a few other Chromatogaster species for you guys to watch and observe as I keep them. So yeah, anyways, I guess that's really all I have to say about that colony, so let's move on. This colony here is a proper colony, a somewhat established colony of Phaedole bicarinata. Now, they are the least interesting of all of my Phaedole by far. However, I do in fact have this colony. Now this colony is decently large, you can see their majors there, and they have quite a decent brood pile. You can see quite a few larvae there, but they also have piles of pupae kind of just stuffed in the back somewhere. That is of course because there's heating in the back, so they just kind of force everything there. Of course, I threw them into a mini hearth because I didn't really know what to throw them into, and it's making it very hard to record them. There's their little brood pile there of pupae, and the colony has definitely grown quite a bit since I threw them in here. Now the question is, why exactly am I keeping this colony if I have so many better Phaedole? Well, the simple answer is that they are a native species, so of course I'm going to try and keep my native Phaedole. Now these colonies do get decently large. They get within like the 5,000 to 6,000 worker area So this colony will eventually outgrow this and will have to be thrown into a bigger nest. However, that time has still yet to come, but, you know, it will eventually. So this colony is going to be eating 2 mealworms per day in order to get their growth going, and I'm also going to be giving them a large amount of sugar because these are Phaedolae and they absolutely love their sugar. I am going to also give them seeds because Phaedolae bicarinata are in fact a seed enjoyer. They are generally, kind of generalists, so they aren't exactly the most excited for them. However, they will eat them when given the chance to. It will also mean that I don't have to keep on giving them a bunch of sugar in order to keep their colony going because, as Phaedolae often are, they are huge carbohydrate lovers. So, yeah. Not the most interesting Phaedolae colony, however, this is technically my second largest Phaedolae colony, so I had to kind of show them off. But yeah, that is about all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just taking a look at some of the other colonies that I got here in the room, even more of them. As time goes on and as more colonies get workers and it close, I will continuously make videos like this, just show off what has gotten workers, what's new, and all that stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like the video if you like it. Doesn't give you a dislike it. Subscribe if you're new. Check out all the links in the description, the Instagram, the Discord, the second channel, the Patreon, the everything. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Goodbye.